all presidents are historic for one reason or another, but no president since LBJ and maybe FDR has come at a time of greater urgency for this country than Barack Obama. The man who took that oath of office 8 years ago seemed cut right from the pages of Essence magazine. He ran his campaign on the premise of hope and promised us one America. Perhaps the most ironic part of this presidency is that in the past 8 years, this country has been more divided than ever. But in the midst of this division, President Obama still managed to get a ridiculous amount of things accomplished. There was the passing of the Affordable Care Act, which ensured millions of uninsured Americans would have health care. Something that 5 different presidents over the last 100 years couldn't get done. President Obama also passed the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, also known as the stimulus package, which ended the 2008 recession by kickstarting consumer spending and saving upwards of 2 million jobs. There was Wall Street reform, not to mention he almost single-handedly turned around the U.S. automotive industry. He ended the war in Iraq, repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and struck a major blow against discrimination when he passed the law for marriage equality, ensuring that members of the LGBT community would be granted the same freedoms and liberties as the rest of society. He managed to do all those things and more in the face of unprecedented opposition, naysayers, and outright racism. In President Obama's 2 terms in office, we also saw the rise of several new radical movements, such as the Tea Party, the Occupy Wall Street movement, and Black Lives Matter, to name a few. Barack Obama will leave the office of the presidency with the highest approval rating of any U.S. president in history, and he did it with more class, charisma, and dignity than any president who came before him. He's our first scandal-free president in the modern era and a testament to the American dream that we all were taught to believe in. Because of Barack Obama, our children will grow up with the belief that they too can realize their dreams, that their goals are not unrealistic, and that the American dream is not exclusive to any one demographic of society. When someone asks our kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? They can say, I want to be president of the United States, and know that their dream is not far-fetched or impossible. In that vein, President Obama has indeed delivered on his premise of hope. There will always be those who only criticize the job that Barack Obama has done. Some saying he hasn't done enough, as well as some who will say he did too much, sometimes overstepping his bounds as president in order to do so. Whatever your opinion is of the job he's done, no one can argue that his efforts were genuine and came from a place of compassion for his fellow Americans and his unmitigated love for this country. I don't think we'll really appreciate the job President Obama has done until we are knee-deep into the next president's administration. But I, for one, will miss out on our outgoing first family, and I pray that this country continues to move in the right direction. With that being said, thank you, President Obama, for 8 years of class, dignity, compassion, and swagger, and for giving us the most beautiful First Lady we've ever had since the late Jackie O. Thank you for your 8 years of service to this country, and God bless you, your family, and the United States of America. Did everybody still hear?
Oh, it just paused.